Welcome back. Apparently you survived week 1, day 1, and have decided to go into week 1, day 2 with me. I appreciate it. Today, still in geometry, we're sticking with shapes. We're doing polygons. We're going to do a little bit more with regular polygons, but polygons in general. And we're going to name those shapes that you've known since you were pretty low in elementary school, first or second grade, maybe a little bit lower, I'm not sure. And we're going to be talking about the names of those shapes. And then we're going to go a little bit further into how many degrees are in the angles of all of the angles in that shape. All right, so we call that the interior angle sum. So if you'll take a minute, pause the video, make your sheet of paper match my sheet of paper. I don't need all this stuff over here. I'm aware that that's kind of where my picture is of my face talking to you. But you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across and 6 down. So pause it up. Make it nice, make it pretty, right shape, name, number of sides, number of triangles, interior angle sum, and then when you have that ready to go, take a pause, undo, and come on back to me. So the first shape we're going to talk about is an oldie but goodie. 3-sided. Hopefully you remember a 3-sided shape is called a triangle since we've been working with it an awful lot this year. Everything we do today is going to be built on the idea of a triangle, that it has 3 sides, that it is in and of itself one triangle. And how many degrees in a triangle? I'm going to pretend I heard you all say 180 degrees. So everything we do from here on out builds on that guy right there. All right, second shape. I'm just going to draw a 4-sided shape. It doesn't have to be a square. It doesn't have to be a rectangle. It doesn't have to be a rhombus. Just a 4-sided shape, because our 4-sided shapes are generic and we call them quadrilaterals. And they are 4 shapes. That's an AL. I hope you all understand. Quadrilateral ends with AL. Number of triangles. Now this gets a little bit fishy because you could draw a whole lot of triangles in there, but that's not the way that we tackle that. What we do is we choose one corner to start with. So I'm going to start right here. And then I want to connect to every other corner or every other vertex. And then when I've done that, I can see how many triangles there. 1, 2 triangles. So 4 sides has 2 triangles. If one triangle has 180, how many do 2 have? Or 2 times 180. So 360 degrees in all 4-sided shapes. Squares, rectangles, rectangles, rhombuses, parallelograms, trapezoids, if you want to get really fancy with your vocab. After 4 sides, we build a 5-sided shape. We generally think that that's kind of house-shaped. Pentagon is its name. How many triangles? Let me grab my red pen. And then we will choose corner, any corner. I'm going to start down here this time. I'm going to connect it to every other vertex. How many triangles this time? Kind of a small one up here. 3 triangles. So 5 sides has 3 triangles. If one triangle has 180 degrees, 2 triangles has 360 degrees, then we continue that pattern. 3 times 180 degrees leaves you with 540 degrees. So the inside sum of that shape, a pentagon, 5 sides, is 540 degrees. Things are going to start getting exciting with my drawings. I think I can do a hexagon pretty well. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 to make my 6 sides. And again, it is called a hexagon. And it does have 6 sides. I'm going to grab my bright red pen, and I'm going to choose a corner. Maybe I'll do this corner this time. And just connect it to every other vertex, every other corner. And I think you've probably noticed that 2 of them are already the sides. That's fine. That actually keeps us from having too many triangles. So this time I have 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. 6 sides has 4 triangles. And then 180 degrees inside each of those triangles. So 4 times 180 leaves me with that 720. Now, I could try to draw a 7-sided shape, but an 8-sided shape I think I could do, but they're not going to be grand. So I want to start looking for some patterns here. 3 sides, 1 triangle, 4 sides, 2 triangles, 5 sides, 3 triangles, 6 sides, 4 triangles. what did it go down by every single time? 4, take away 2, 5, take away 2, 6, take away 2. So, 7-sided shape. You may or may not know that that's called a septagon, or a little known fact, heptagon. 2 less than 7 would put how many triangles in that shape? 5 indeed. And if it's 5 triangles, then it's 5 180s. And you may need to start pulling out your calculator device, wherever you've got one, for 900 degrees. An 8-sided shape, we all know that stop sign is an octagon. 8 sides, take away 2 to get the number of triangles. And 6 times 180 is, I'm going to have to look that up, 1080 degrees. All right. Now, we do have 9-sided shape and 10-sided shape, and up and above that, you're responsible for knowing the names up to a 10-sided shape and a 12-sided shape. All right, so for our next page, we're not going to set up quite as complicated a diagram. Let's see. Across, down, down, and maybe I'll make a little note here. So I want a 9-sided shape, a 10-sided shape, a 12-sided shape, and randomly a 30, because this rule works for all the polygons, no matter how many sides they have. All right, so a 9-sided shape is called a nonagon. A 10-sided shape is called a decagon. And a 12-sided shape is a dodecagon. Okay, so this is sides. And then I want triangles. And then I want interior degree sum. So triangles is still 2 less, and we still multiply that by 180 because we're still talking about degrees in a triangle. So 7 times 180 leaves me with 1260. We have 10 sides, take away 2, 8, so 8 times 180, and I'll let you do that math. 12, take away 2 gives me 10 triangles, and if it's 10 triangles, then it's 10 times 180. And if it's 30, believe it or not, we call this a 30agon. And they write it 30-gon. So if you have any interesting numbers that are way larger than the 10 or 12-sided that you have names for, we call it a 24agon or a 13agon or a 92agon. They're not very creative in the math world. But still, same rules. Take away 2 to get the number of triangles. And then 28 times 180 leaves me with, 5,040 degrees. That's a lot of degrees when you think a triangle only has 180. So, if we had to write a rule or a formula, we would simply say number of sides minus what? 2 times 180. Or we say n minus 2 times 180, and that is my interior angle. All right, we'll do some more with that on the day 3 notes and the day 4 notes. But just try those few homework problems that I posted in assignments. Please go to assignments, go ahead and download it, do your work on separate paper, attach a picture right to the assignments. If that doesn't work, you can email it to me, but I really prefer that you paste it right there in the assignments. Click the little paperclip image, and it should offer you the chance to attach a picture from your phone or from your computer or however it works, whatever you can do. You can even scan it. Whatever you have at your fingertips. But drop me an email if you need anything at all. I look forward to hearing from you.